Hi guys, Brian Norton with Norton Results here. I wanted to go through this quick video for you because it's very important that you understand your numbers. And I have attached a spreadsheet that no matter if you're doing $100 a year in revenue and $1 billion a year in revenue, this spreadsheet will help you take your business to the next level. One of the things you in business, what you want to know is you want to know what is it costing me an hour to run my business, what's it, my employees costing me, what's my break even, what's my overhead percentage, and what can I charge on a true profitability base on my pricing. So I put together a quick spreadsheet for you that all you have to do is type in 3 numbers and then you can manipulate it how you want to. So once you go through it, you'll be able to see quickly on how your business can change in small increments. Now remember that this is break even. It does not take in your debt factoring. So your debt services on your break even, you still have to add that debt service to your break even to understand what your true break even cost is. But this will get you on the path to success very, very quickly. So I made this for you. 1,600 plus clients have used this thing and it's taken their business off. I want to give it to you for free. So take a look at it, go through it. If you have any questions, I'd love to sit down and walk through it with you or help you in your business in any way you want to. But anyway, here's a free tool for you to use in your business. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I look forward to talking with you. If you do, please like and subscribe, and I hope this helps. Thanks.
Hi, thanks for taking the time and going through the spreadsheet. I have to tell you that this spreadsheet gives you a wealth of knowledge right away, and you can utilize these numbers in your business today. The moment you put them in there, it'll take you less than 5 minutes to do this, and you might want to play around with it and watch what happens to your business as it grows. Over the past 16, 17 years, I've done over 1,500, 1,600 engagements with clients. And what I've come to find out is, listen, they don't know their numbers or are afraid to get their numbers. And really what you need to know is really what's our break even, what's our cost per hour, how much we have to do in revenue on a weekly, monthly basis, what's our overhead allocation, and this will do it for you right away. So let's get into it and I'll show you how to do this. So what you want to do is anything in yellow, you can manipulate and move around. So what you want to go in here is put your revenue in here. So let's say you did 500,000. Then you want to do your direct cost, which is your direct cost of doing that 500,000, or again, it's cost of goods sold. So let's say it was 350,000. And then let's say that you did your overhead with your admin expenses and all that. Let's say it was 140,000. So it gives us a 2% profitability, but here's where this spreadsheet really starts to be impactful. Now we know what our break even is right here. It'd be $490,000, which that's what we have to do before we start making money. But it also tells us here that at $500,000, we were doing $41,000 in sales per week. We need to be doing $40,000. And then our overhead allocation here is at 40%. So that gets into our pricing. The key to this is if you're in a loss, it'll show you the losses and how to increase that. But let's just say I wanted to increase my revenue. I wanted to grow this year by 2%. What that would do, that would add, if I just grew an extra 2%, that would add an additional $10,000 to my bottom line. But if I grew and increased my prices by 2%, that would put an additional another $10,000 to the bottom line. So that would be $20,000. But what if I reduce my cost of goods sold? Let's say I can be more efficient in my business by 2%. I would put that there. And then if I could reduce my overhead as well, save some money, and I did that by 2%, that shows me that my new profit is $39,000. Just on a 2% gain triples my profitability. So these little things tell us right away where we're at, what we need to do. And if you're in a loss position, it'll recalculate that. And I can show you that here in a second. Now, when we get into our pricing, let's say you're pricing a product that it costs me $50 for my widget or whatever it is that we're selling. I put that in here and I go, okay, boom. I need to be with my burden with this is my allocation is up here. I need to add the burden to it. My break even is $20 or $70. And then if I wanted a 20% profitability, I'd have to charge $87.50 for that and then manage that job through. Now, when we have our break even number, let's talk about how many hours we put in this year. So let's say we paid out 5,000 hours this year combined with everybody. So that tells us it cost this company $98 per an hour per employee that we had on there. So these are just quick, rough numbers. But when you get into these spreadsheets and you get into it, this is very impactful and extremely important to know to start utilizing this in your business today. Because let's say you wanted to grow at 5% growth this year. You wanted to increase your prices at an inflationable rate, which is a little higher, but let's just go 3%. And you want to reduce your costs by 5%, and you want to reduce your overhead by 5%. That shows the impact you would have is almost $75,000 here. So that's pretty impressive. But let's go back up here and say maybe our cost of goods sold or our overhead was $200,000. Right, so we had a $50,000 loss. Just to show you the example of the spreadsheet. So now our overhead allocation went up. Our price now went from $50. Now it went from the $80. Now it's at $98. And then our price per hour went to $133. So this is very important. And then if we did that, increased our revenue, increased our prices, we would actually take that $50,000 loss into a $17,000 gain on profitability. But let's just say you increased your price 5%, you reduce that, everything is 5%. And so now you're at 27,000, but also it shows you that we are doing 41,000 here, and we should be doing 55,000. So these numbers are extremely important and extremely valuable for business owners. And again, it should take you less than 3 minutes to do this. And if you want help on how to implement this in your company, I'm always here for you to do it. I look forward to it. I really hope you enjoyed this tool, and share it with whoever you want to, because this is very important to get out there to companies so they can understand their numbers and how to manage their company by the numbers really quickly. But anyway, thanks for watching. I look forward to talking to you in the future.